Hey, my name is Robert. This is episode 11 of Fight Pics. Welcome back. This is actually going to be a really short episode compared to the last few, and that is because I have some very interesting things to say. So, if you want to, you could just skip to the end, but I say just stay because it's a short video. Okay, so I'm covering Regis Prograis versus Conor Benn today. I'm going to jump straight into it per usual. Let me start off with Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is a southpaw pressure fighter by nature. He can box and showed it in his fight against Jojo Diaz. He has good power in his hands and even has a knockdown over former undisputed challenger Jack Catterall. Prograis does a good job with head movement in order to evade punches, but he does so simply because he fights with his hands low most of the time, so he has no other choice. His hands are usually around his chest, which makes it harder for his opponents to anticipate his straight lefts and jabs. In his past and in his prime, Prograis was a dangerous fighter. He still is, but the age and wear and tear have definitely caught up with him. I don't want to be too harsh, but I don't know how else to say it. Prograis has awful footwork, probably some of the worst in current boxing. This footwork, along with the recent damage he has taken, makes it hard to favor him in any matchup against a young, hungry fighter. Okay, and now I'm going to be talking about Conor Benn. Conor Benn is a pressure fighter as well, and he has a very fan-friendly style. He is guns blazing all the time, and he throws heat in the ring. He throws power shots early in fights as well, but he is actually pretty patient sometimes, and he waits to initiate the action. He stands low with his knees bent, which allows him to more effectively explode into his punches. His best combo is his 1-2, and he has found a lot of success with that combination. He dropped Chris Eubank with that shot in his last fight with him, and he actually has a really brutal KO on his resume with that shot as well. Conor Benn's jabs to the body and head are very powerful as well. He actually gets really good windup on these punches, which leads to them being power punches. Because he is so aggressive, you can counter him and he can be caught regularly with punches. He has displayed a good chin recently in his career and hasn't been noticeably hurt. He got stunned by Eubank in their first fight, and he's been dropped twice in a fight that was like almost a decade ago, so we can look past that. Okay, and now I'm going to be talking about this fight itself and my predictions as well. Now, looking at this fight between these two, the first thing I want to say is that this fight is a mismatch. Regis Prograis is far past his prime and should not be in there with a younger fighter like Conor Benn, who is known for his pressure style. Regis Prograis has been hurt in all of his four most recent fights. Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney, who are both not known for their power, hurt him, with Haney dropping him. Jack Catterall, who has sneaky power, dropped him twice, and both were nasty knockdowns. And finally, the most unexpected one, Danielito Zorrilla, dropped him once, and he was supposed to be a stepping stone. Prograis is a sharp fighter, but unfortunately, he can't even sustain punches from guys who aren't power punchers. Jojo Diaz literally put him on skates. I can't imagine any other outcome here but Conor Benn connecting early with a power shot. If he does connect, Conor Benn possesses power in his hands that all of Prograis' last opponents did not have. Benn's finishing ability is also really good simply because of his fight style. I just think this is an awful matchup that is just so unfair for Prograis. I hope he takes the least amount of damage possible in this fight because they did him really dirty with his matchmaking. With all that being said, I am going to pick Conor Benn to stop Regis Prograis in the second round. I am even considering picking a round one stoppage, but I believe the stoppage will come a little bit later, even if it is round two. I really hope Prograis comes out of this fight okay. I don't think this is a good fight for his career at all, and I think it's a really bad matchup. This fight shouldn't be happening at all. Well, thank you for watching. I know kind of a grim ending to that one, but it's the truth. I can't ignore it. Ever since I saw the matchup, I thought it was odd. A fighter like Conor Benn, who is young, hungry, or he's not exactly young, he's turning 30 soon, but young enough and powerful and deadly enough to have the power to put Prograis out cold, I believe. Yeah, he's definitely young enough and powerful enough to put Prograis on skates. And if Jojo Diaz and Haney were hurting Prograis, I'm scared for his health in this upcoming fight. I hope that the finish that Conor Benn will get is not as devastating as I am predicting it to be. Hey, if Prograis can somehow show up that night and have a career best performance and beat Conor Benn, that would actually be incredible. But that would be like a fairy tale. Anyways, thank you for watching. This fight's probably not going to be that good just because of how much of a mismatch it is, but still, I'm going to be tuning in. Let me know who y'all got in the comments. Thank you once again. See you later.